And below the basket, you'll see there's a little bit of sand and grit, sediment. Leave it. It's already made it through all these holes. It's not going to hurt the pump, and it's going to wind up getting filtered out. So it won't hurt a thing at all. And when the basket goes back in, on the front side there's that hole, and on the back side there's a notch. So when it goes back in there, that notch needs to line up. Oh, come on, thing. I said it needs to line up to the back. There it goes in that hole to the front.
Okay.
And then on the underneath side of this lid, there's an O-ring under there. And you want to lubricate that periodically, and you never put on there Vaseline or petroleum jelly. Petroleum-based products will eat that up. So all you want to use is either a Teflon-based or a silicone-based lubricant, and that's it.
Okay.
And if you can't find it at the hardware store, just next time you go to the pool store, they carry little tubes of it. It lasts you more than a year. So every 3 to 4 months, just lube that up. And before you put this back on, you want to make sure that O-ring's clean, and the seat here that the O-ring's going to sit against is clean, so you get a good seal.
Okay.
When this goes back on, it kind of starts at an angle like this. Has a line right here that says start, and a line right there that says start, where those lines line up with the in and the out pipe. And then it just goes now until it's locked in place.
Okay.
The filter that you have, this is where those tablets would go. And so when you get the tablets later today, certainly before you go out of town, you want to put some tablets in here.
How many? One or two?
Well, it'll hold between 7 and 9 tablets.
So you can put as many as you.
7 to 9, yeah.
Okay, so.
And typically during the summer months, a pool that size with an ozonator, you'll probably go through maybe 2.5 tablets a week during the summer, and you'll probably go through just 2 tablets a month in the winter.
Okay.
So kind of give you an idea when you're putting some in there. But the first thing you do again is turn the pump off, open that air release valve, and then this would unscrew off of there. And on the underneath side of this lid, there's another O-ring.
Okay.
And oftentimes it will stay up in here, and I tell people you can take the lid off, either tap it out or take a screwdriver and dig it out and seat it first. Because if it stays in the lid and you put that on, you wind up pinching that O-ring.
Sure.
But anyway, those tablets, they would just drop in there. And human nature, people on look over that when they're doing that, don't. It's going to splash up, it's going to get in your face, it's certainly not comfortable.
Sure.
So just be careful. Don't wear clothes that you like, because it will just destroy good clothes. And I never fill it up much farther than this, right in this area right here.
Okay.
Because there's a sleeve right here. And if you have too many tablets, it goes clear to the top, it just makes it harder to get that lid on.
Sure.
And you can wait till it's empty and fill it back up, or just open it up periodically and top it off. There isn't a right way or wrong way of doing it, just whatever works for you.
Okay.
And whatever that dial on the top is set for is how much chlorine it's going to actually use, right?
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
How much do you?
That just regulates how the water flows. So the higher the number, the more water goes through there to dissolve more
So
tablets.
it's going to use chlorine quicker.
Correct.
Okay.
What number should we have it on right now?
I'd start off at about 6 until you start to get the chlorine reading in there. Then you can start throttling it back.
Okay.
When this goes on there, kind of rotates around, eventually you'll feel a spot where it drops down. And at that point, just go ahead and snug it up.
All
Now on the back side, this is where that Nature 2 cartridge is, or dual clear cartridge. This is the one that will last you for 30 days from today. And again, that other one's the one that will last you for 6 months.
Okay.
So a lot of times what people do is they'll just write on the top here the date with a Sharpie when it expires, so you kind of know
I'm going to make you a calendar.
where you're at. Or some people get calendars. All right. Now the filter that you have is a cartridge filter. I've got my wrench right here. Some people say I don't care what filters look like, I got it figured out. Other people want me to open it up. So I can open it up, just taking
3/4.
an extra 10 minutes to open this up if you want to see what they look like.
Sure, that's fine.
So the first thing you do is again turn the pump off like we had done. Open that air release valve.
Okay.
And then you use a 9/16 wrench or socket and take this band off of here. And the
Loosen
instructions are going to be right here on the side to tell you what to do, what I'm getting ready to do here. And these cartridges just need to be cleaned off every so often. So if somebody talks to you about backwashing, there's no backwashing involved. And that band would just, I'm going to toss it right over there, come off of there. And then this would just lift off of there. And there's the filter system. And you're going to want to clean these in 4 to 6 weeks the first time, and then every 3 to 5 months after that. And if you clean them on that schedule, they should last you a good 5, 6, probably even 7 years. If all you do is clean them every year or
You
so.
spray them off.
Yep, a garden hose with a good strong nozzle, just go back and forth.
Okay.
Let me push those back down for a second. What I recommend, this O-ring, I recommend you just get rid of it. It's worthless. And what happens so much of the time, you saw how much of a struggle that was to get off?
Yeah.
As that starts to swell up, you really start reefing on that. I can't tell many people break this or break that pipe because they're wiggling it back and forth trying to get that out of there.
Okay.
But I just wouldn't even mess with it. Where'd that little screen go? I knew it fell off somewhere.
Fell in there, I think.
Oh, it fell down inside there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I would have been looking at it on the ground forever. I'll find it. So, to take the cartridges out, in fact, I'm going to grab one of these and pull it out. They would just lift out, and then you just use a garden hose with a good strong nozzle, and you go back and forth and hose them off.
Okay.
Then you'll see you have these wear bands on here, and you'll see 1 or 2 or 3 of those split, and that's fine. But once you've seen they've all split, then you know it's time to replace the filters.
Okay.
And when these go back in, it makes no difference right side up, upside down, the sequence they go back in, they just go back in. Oh, I see it under there. Yep, let me lift this one out. Right there it is. If I wanted to do that in real life, I'd never be able to do it by accident like I did it. Come on, thing.
Give it a go.
It's gonna take me 2 hands. So I can get it to one point. Then it slides away.